Women Innovators. Interviews with women with big messages and big missions, sharing their stories to inspire you to live your passion and step up to make the world a better place. Here's your host, Tami Patzer.
Hi, this is Tami Patzer, and I'm really happy to introduce you to today's guest, Sarah Matthaei. Sarah has been intuitively healing people for more than 30 years. Her commitment to help others remove their energy blocks through various modalities is her number one priority. Sarah is a shamanic high priestess, an ordained Venus rising minister, a graduate from Adonis Institute and the New York Hermetic Association. She's a certified speaker, author, and she left the corporate world to dedicate herself to spiritual coaching humanity. She created the Soul Coach for the very same reason. She is known for helping people feel better, to attract unlimited abundance, to lose weight, and to take charge of their own lives. Her website, thesoulcoach.com, has helped many individuals get in touch with her for a private session and to improve their lives. She offers chakra balancing, crystal healing, Chios grounding, and so much more. Sarah enables you to attain more clarity, which leads to success in your life. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Tami. Thank you for inviting me.
You have a very interesting background. I love the fact that you have mixed business with the soul coaching, because that's something that is a really unique perspective that I think you bring to what you do because of the fact that you were in the corporate world. So tell me more about who you help.
Well, I help women of all ages who wish to take charge of their own life and obtain unlimited abundance. I do remove their energy blocks, and I have helped many, many women in the corporate world to attain this unlimited abundance that they're looking for. It might be losing weight. It might be finding the love of their life, getting a better job, succeeding in the present job that they have, and much, much more.
Wow. So if somebody comes to you, what is it that you do? How do you help them? And kind of give me maybe 2 or 3 examples or maybe client success stories so that we can paint the picture of that for our audience.
Oh, okay. Well, as I'd like to address, yes, I would like to help women, but I have helped men too. And one of the success stories that I'm remembering right now, it's this middle-aged man. He was having problems about concentrating in his corporate position, and he came to me. And as a matter of fact, when he came to me, he also had like a pain in his back. And he just couldn't understand why he couldn't concentrate or, move on. And he was stuck in the same position for many, many years. One of the things I did after we did the initial consultation, I checked his chakras and balanced them because some of his chakras were unbalanced. And then he had 24 abundance blocks. When I did this, he actually, within weeks, called me crying that how happy he was. They started noticing him at work, and they asked him to do quotation for a very, very big job. So I am very happy that he was able to do that. I also have helped women. Another example, I'm going to change the name because I refer to her as Louise, and she needed to lose weight, and she couldn't do it. She's done through all the yo-yo dieting. She had problems, with following any of these diets, and then she had energy problems, and she was very, very sad and depressed. So I did a grounding with Chios, and after that, she was fine. She has lost more than 45 pounds, and I'm very, very proud of her. So those are a couple of things that I do, yes.
You mentioned with your example of the gentleman abundance blocks, and you said he had 24 abundance blocks. Can you give us a few examples of what an abundance block might be?
Yes. One of them is I'm not enough. And when you have definitely thoughts of like you're not enough, that is exactly what you will get. People will look at you that way, that you are not enough, that you are not ready for that job or for that appointment. So therefore, an abundance block like that, it's a very big block because that's the first thing you need to clear. So definitely we worked on that pretty deeply. And finally, I gave him practices that he needed to do every day at home. And eventually, it took him only a couple of weeks, but he did it. So that helped him a lot.
I think that's really interesting because we all have the ability to become whomever we want to become. And we have these limiting beliefs that block us. So I thought that was really interesting. And that feeling of not being enough, I imagine, think about that, how that one belief could hold you back from so many things. So what would you say with your background, what is it about you that makes you stand out? What would you say your magical ability is when you help people?
Well, I've been practicing this since I was very, very young. And when I finally decided that it was time to help people, I started educating myself because sometimes you have this ability that comes natural to you, but you really don't know what it is. So that's hence my education on all these areas. So I'm very intuitive. I am actually there's no magic, but I know I can connect to you, to your soul, and see what's there. And that is a very important thing because once I get in touch with your soul, your energy, your frequency changes. And when your frequency changes, you start really removing, the core of all your blocks. So my magic is that I know how to tap into your soul, into your energy, so I can help you.
So a lot of what you do, so you unblock the energy, and a lot of what you do, you help to restore health too. And I know that you work with the chakra and crystals, and you also do the Chios grounding. Can you let's start with the Chios grounding. Tell me a little bit more about that because I have not heard of that before.
Right. Chios is a brand of energy healing that it's almost like Reiki. The only difference with Chios is that Chios has only 3 symbols instead of 11. And they're powerful techniques that heal the human energy field. So, for example, one of the symbols will be the circle, and the circle It's you start at the beginning, and it's like life. Life is a circle. You start at the beginning, and you just go around, and you close the circle. You're inside the circle, and your energy is inside that circle. It's very, very powerful.
So that's a type of energy healing, and when you compare it to Reiki, Reiki has 11, Chios has 3. Tell me a little bit more about the crystal healing. When you talk about crystals, are you talking about the actual rocks, stones, minerals?
Well, practically, yes. We have a very, very deep connection with the earth. And crystals, they form in our planet Earth. So crystals carry that energy that we need to connect to, and that's what these crystals are powerful. So crystals can pull the energy from the earth to connect you, to clear you from negative energy. As a matter of fact, history records, they record the use of crystals, as functional. They used to use it to heal, and they used to carry crystals on the breastplates, and they used to use the crystals to cure from many, many illnesses. So crystals carry a very, very powerful energy when it comes to healing. It could be healing of your aura, healing of, healthy issues, healing of your energy, your mind, how you see things. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I was going to ask you, do you have a story or an example of when you helped heal someone or anything like that, so that we can let the audience know how powerful energy and crystals can be?
Yes, as a matter of fact. This young girl came to me. She has a son. I didn't know she had a son. So what I did use the crystals to balance her chakras, and the crystals assisted me in contacting the perfection of the divine. And then, of course, I reach a higher spiritual level during this meditation while I'm, clearing her chakras and cutting her cords, because she had a lot of cords that they were blocking her energy. So I started talking certain things, because I do give advice, but I don't remember the advice I give, or I don't know the person's situation. But I went and I mentioned on a situation when I got to her throat chakra, and she was very surprised. Suddenly she started crying, all overwhelmed, and she thanked me because she was going through that problem at that time. After that, she has her own business. She called me and she told me how great her business has been going ever since she had that session with me.
Wow, that's really powerful. I really think it's interesting because in today's world, more and more people are opening up to the connection, the spiritual connection and energy, and how it really does affect us in our everyday life. So tell me more about how people can connect with you. Do you work with them? Obviously, you work with people in person, but do you need to see someone in person? Can you do this work online or via telephone or Skype?
I do work in person. I preferably like working in person, but I do long-distance healing over the phone. The way people can contact me is through my website, thesoulcoach.com, and that will be a way that they can contact me, Sarah at thesoulcoach.com, or they can contact me on my phone, 407-618-9518. And we can set up an appointment, and when the person contacts me, I definitely, will have a consultation sheet so we can do a long distance, or we can make an appointment in person. It's very, very powerful, and it's faster because, of course, when you are with the person in front of you, you can do a lot of things. And there hasn't been one person that's not happy with me.
Oh, that's fantastic. So before I let you go, Sarah, is there anything else that you'd like to let everyone know about the work that you do?
Well, right now I have a special, and my consultations fee, I usually don't give discounts, but I have a very, very good discount, a 50% discount before the end of the year. So for whoever wants to receive this discount and a complete clearing for the new year, they can call me at 407-618-9518. That's all.
Wow, that's a phenomenal series. What a way, savings, what a way to start the new year with a total clearing. So you walk into 2017 ready to go with clarity so that you can have more success in your life. And I think that we're going to have another conversation another time, because Sarah, one of the things that I also have a show called Angel Talk Show besides Women Innovators, and I just want everyone to know why I think that Sarah Matthaei is a woman innovator. Because, again, she uses her intuition to tap in to you at your soul level to help clear you and to unblock your chakras. And she has such a unique background. And, of course, not only does she have the spiritual connection, she has that corporate connection. So if you're trying to make some massive breakthroughs in your business or in your personal life, she has that both sides of the brain thing going on. I always, that whole brain thing. And I think that's a really unique perspective. So, Sarah, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Tami. I'm glad to be of service.
This is Tami Patzer. Go make it a great day.
You've been listening to Women Innovators with Tami Patzer. To learn more, please go to womeninnovatorsradio.com. And please do subscribe and share to spread the big messages and big missions to change the world.